too, Tess. I have it on. You can sit wherever you like. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You can just start to come down, make your way down. You can continue to play the music. Did everyone get a folder? You didn't get a folder?
Y'all will fill up here for me, please. Come right here. Yes.
Welcome, welcome. Yes, I think the folders are supposed to have them. Can I give this to you?
Okay, of course.
Thank you. Um, Test. All right, we are going to get started. Woo! Welcome, 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 everyone. Welcome to the first Aim High orientation. Woo! Yes, I need some more excitement than that. All right, yes. So you are in for a treat this evening. This is going to be something amazing. Look around the room. The faces that you see are a part of something that is visionary. Okay? All right. So we are going to get started with the first slide. All right. So we are introducing one of our teachers to sing the Star Spangled Banner. Her name, Miss Fry. Welcome, yes. Welcome, Miss Fry.
All right, y'all can please stand as I sing the Star Spangled Banner. Thank you. So y'all can see the flag over there in the corner. See it? Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous stars o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
That was amazing, right? Amazing. Okay, now we are going to introduce two of our teachers. And they're going to be singing Lift Every Voice. So you have Miss Melissa Veloz and Miss Kenley. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay. So, behind this vision is a group of educators, creatives, and change makers who are working day and night to bring Aim High to life. Help me welcome our founder and principal, Kristen Greer.
Thank you, darling. I want to just thank everybody for coming tonight. But first, can we just give it up again for our two teachers? They did just a great job in leading us. Who you'll get the opportunity to meet Miss Kinley and Miss Frierson. I have pretty much talked to every parent or family member in this room, but it's so great to see all of us in one space. This is truly a dream come true to see Aim High come alive, to see us getting ready to launch. School starts on Monday. It's just so exciting. And I hope you all are experiencing the excitement as I am. But we are doing something brand new. And we have, before I get into all the amazing things about Aim High, this dream would not have been possible without a team of believers, a team of people that came and backed that dream. And so I want to first start off by welcoming the team, the planning team, the group of founders that helped kick this dream off. First and foremost, Dr. Ryan Powell, Dr. P, was one of the first visionaries to join up with this vision. And Dr. P is actually, he does not live in South Carolina. He lives in Detroit, Michigan. But he has been helping us with all the technology, which you'll see, the virtual reality, the metaverse. You'll get a chance to learn a little bit more about him, but he is our Director of Innovation. And then I would like to call one of my hometown heroes, that's what I like to say, one of my heroes, Mrs. Norma Lynn Brown. Can we give her a warm welcome? Come on down, Miss Norma Lynn Brown. Yes, the price is right. Come on down. Woo! Mrs. Norma Lynn Brown was the first person that I met in South Carolina when bringing this school vision. Come on up, come on up, come on up. She is amazing. I'm going to allow her to share a little bit about her heart. She had a vision and her heart about Aim High. But we've been doing this school now, planning it for 3 whole years, if you can believe that. And Miss Norma, she loves Columbia. She loves the children of Columbia and the youth of Columbia and the Midlands and South Carolina as a whole. And I want her to just introduce herself.
To God be the glory is the first thing I say. It's so amazing to see all of you, and it's such a blessing to see you. My name is Norma Lynn Brown, and I am so excited to be the Director of Entrepreneurship. I taught entrepreneurship for 35 years, and then God gave me the vision to teach young people in the community how to start their own business. And then I connected with Kristen and Dr. P, and I'm so excited to be the Director of Entrepreneurship for Aim High, to show you how to monetize your passion, to show you the business part of the arts. I'm so excited to be connected with the arts. So I also want to shout out my sisters here, and Madison, my niece, and Therese, my nephew. But I just want to say thank you to all of you. I look forward to working with you and our teachers. And I just want to say, Christian, thank you so much for just coming and to allow us to do this together. Appreciate you.
So thank you so much, Ms. Norma. Next up, I'm going to introduce an amazing couple, and they are here representing a family, one of the first families of Aim High, and that is Mrs. Carmen Jordan and Mr. Dallas Jordan. If you can come on down and say hello. They are connected with Miss Betty Price of Carver Construction. And just so you all know, this is the beginning of the journey. However, we are building a school, everyone, just so you know that. And Miss Betty, Miss Carmen, and Mr. Dallas are all a part. I just want you to just do a quick introduction.
Hello, everybody. As Kristen said, my name is Carmen Jordan, and I'm representing Carver Construction here today. At some point in time, hopefully in the near future, we will be having a physical location that is temporary and then a more permanent space. And so I've worked in construction for the last 16 years. It is a family business, Black-owned, woman-owned construction company. And so, yeah. It's owned by my mother, Betty Price. That's featured here on the PowerPoint. And we're just really excited about what Aim High is doing. It's not like anything we've ever seen. God is going to do great things, and you guys should clap it up for yourselves because you are the inaugural class. Thank you.
And good afternoon, everyone. My name is Dallas Jordan. I'm here representing Carver Properties as well as Carver Construction as well. And to see you guys in the audience today and just see everything come to fruition, it makes me feel good to see all the faces here and just see the opportunities that God is presenting to everyone here. This faith-based campus and just the teachers and all the faculty, the administration. I'm excited for what God has in store. I know great things are in store, and I know you guys are going to be able to reach your full potential as long as you come in and stay focused and disciplined. So, and I will be around assisting Ms. Norma with the entrepreneurship side, but I'm an advisor, I'm a mentor, and so if you see me around, if you have anything, any questions, don't hesitate to approach me.
Thank you so much, Carmen and Dallas. You're going to stay right here for a second. And there are two other members who are not physically here. One you'll meet later, Dr. Sherry Rivers, who is our board chair. Some of you all have already met her. She is the former principal of Hayward Career and Technology Center. And she's excited. And then also Miss Betty Price. She is joining us live right now. So we say hi, Miss Betty. But I wanted you all to just see the visionaries, the people that came together to see this vision come to pass. So on behalf of the school, I just want to say thank you. Thank you, and we have a special gift for you all that we are going to give you a little later. Okay, we're going to give you a little later because we're now ready to get the students going. Sounds good? Let's give it up for the planning team, the founding team. Thank you all. And now I'm going to ask that two of our members who joined our planning team, Miss Zakia Brown, who you all have met in our enrollment. You can just stand and wave. Miss Zakia Brown, and Miss Rayana Briggs, who is our enrollment and recruitment consultant. So she's been a part of helping things get going. You'll hear from both of them a ton. So I'm going to let them just take a rest while I go ahead and continue, okay? All right. So now we have a rock star team. Okay, of teachers. You've already met two, but you really didn't get to meet them. You just got a glimpse of their talent. So I'm going to ask each of them to come up. Two of them are here to represent the teaching team. We have first Mrs. Melissa Velos. Mrs. Melissa Velos is our social studies teacher. She will be teaching social studies. Next, we have Miss Ingrid Brooker, who is going to be teaching ELA English. So some of you all may have seen her face and know her, Miss Brooker. Then we also have Miss Arisha Connor Fryson. So if you can just come up again or wave, whatever you feel comfortable with. Miss Fry. You're going to see a lot of Miss Fry. And then we have been blessed by the presence of Miss Linda Kenley, our math teacher. And Miss Fry teaches science, and Miss Kenley teaches mathematics. We also have a special education teacher who, for those of us that will be receiving special services, you will get a chance to meet Miss Teresa Bynum as well. So that is our Aim High team. We're small but mighty. Are y'all ready? Okay, let's get going. I'm going to pass the mic now back to me. So first and foremost, I want to just kind of walk you through the mission and the vision of why this school actually exists. Number one, the school exists for every teenager in this room. Number one. That's not cliche. That is legit. We believe that everyone in this room has the power to change our society in a positive way. But beyond that, we see potential in you. You were born already with gifts and talents. And our school is designed to say, what can you do with those gifts and talents while you're in high school? Not after you're in high school, but while you're in high school to be successful. So first and foremost, our school is designed for artistic individuals. And we know we're not for everybody. So y'all can already see some of us are a little artsy. Some of us are a little quiet. It's okay. No matter your personality, if you have creativity burning through your veins, then this is the school for you. Secondly, we are for the innovators. How many of you all have good ideas? Parents, help me out. Y'all got any good ideas? Because I know, you know how teenagers are. They don't want nobody to see them. They don't want their hair to be seen. They don't want, How many have a good idea in the room? Now, how many of us are entrepreneurs in the room? Okay, great. I see a couple in the back. I see some of our students are already entrepreneurs. We believe that our students are innovators. As a matter of fact, some of us were born in the 20th century. As the students like to say, were you born in the late 1900s? The early 1900s? I think that's so funny now. But that's our reality for us adults in the room. But for our teenagers, you are going to be in those same shoes. And you are going to be dominating in the 22nd century. And just to think about that, we have AI. I mean, there are things that you all can do that many adults cannot do with technology, with social media. Clock it. I'm by myself on that clock? Okay. I see a clock back there. Thank you. So we want you to have the tools to be a success. We're going to give you what we have, and we want you to take that, and we want you to dominate with those tools. And then finally, I kind of brought up social media, but beyond social media, right now we're streaming live. We got people virtually to all our families and students virtually. We're saying hi to you as well. But there's a lot more to media and branding yourself and creating an image of yourself or your business idea that you really need to know. So our school is designed for the next generation of gifted game changers, problem solvers, and innovators, and that is our mission. Not only to give you a high school education, but to give you the tools to dominate in your career. Next up, we have a very clear vision. Our vision focuses on 3 important areas. Now, I don't know about you all, but if I say something that you like or you think is important, can y'all just try something with me? Can you just give me a snap? Can we just practice that? Okay. So if I say everybody is going to get $100 for coming tonight, oh, people want $100. Okay. All right. And if I say after today, you are going to have enough information to learn about AIM High to be successful, to get started. Let me see a snap there, please. Okay. All right. So we're going to practice that. As I go through this vision, if anything resonates with you, students, I want y'all to make some noise, but parents and families, I want you to help us with this assembly. First, students will be enrolled in a creative arts pathway. I see one snap back there. Be enrolled in the middle college pathway. Okay. Or enrolled in the media arts and innovation pathway. Okay. Earning at least a career and technical certification, college credits, or receive an arts endorsement. Pat yourselves on the back. Y'all are a good class. I love it. Okay. So that's the first element of our vision. When you leave here, you will receive at least one of those. Now, students, which one are you looking at? Don't say it out loud yet. But which area are you thinking about? Are you thinking of seeing yourself as having college credits under your belt? How many of us adults earn college credits in high school? Oh, y'all are special ones. I didn't even have that option when I was in high school. How many of us did not have that option in high school to earn college credits, and we wish we had taken advantage of it? That is why we are sitting on Midlands Technical College's campus. They are one of our college partners because we want to see you graduate. If you want to go to college, great. You can earn college credits. And if you don't, we have other options for you. Next, every student will receive a South Carolina Diploma Pathway Seal of Distinction. That's the number one question. Yes, we are a traditional public school. We just have a lot of extra sauce, okay? We have arts. We have entrepreneurship. We have innovation. I see the snaps in the back, yes. We have a lot of extra that we like to put on top of it. But the extra is to make sure that you have everything you need. Honestly, if you do our program exactly as is, every one of you will receive a South Carolina Diploma Pathway Seal of Distinction. Every one of you, just by doing the exact program, okay? Now, 3, every student will embrace the school's core values. So we're not just rooted on a couple of things. We're rooted on a lot of important principles. Yes, we want to see you educated. Yes, we want to see you successful and bringing in that money. But more importantly than money, are you principled? Do you have values that hold you in hard times? Are you self-sufficient? Are you a driven individual? How many of us adults know that, listen, you got to go out and get it on your own. You have to figure it out. And yes, you have your parents to guide you right now, but you are going to need to have some self-driven principles within yourself. And I'm not preaching at you. I'm just literally on your side, okay? For my teens, we're on the same page. But how do you do that? We're going to teach you how to be student-driven, self-driven, and how to be engaged. Now, right now, I pretty much have a lot of engagement right now. But I've been in education for a long time. And I remember days when I was in school, and it used to be boring. Anybody ever been in a boring class? Okay. For me, boring looks like I'm asleep. I'm thinking about what I'm going to eat. I'm thinking about what I'm going to do later. But when I graduated high school, I had a hard lesson in college. One of my hardest lessons in college was that I thought I could hang out all night, and then the next day, my body would just go to class, right? Or there would be a staff member to call me, hey, get up, go to class. Guess what? I never got that call. I didn't get a chance to get to class, and when I got to class, I fell asleep. Guess what I missed? Important information, and unfortunately, I did not do well on that assignment or that test that was before me, okay? It was a hard lesson, but I got it together. Okay, I got it together. And how did I do that? I had to learn that I am responsible for myself. Parents, I know this is a little uncomfortable, but I'm going to say the hard thing. You are here to guide them, and we are here to partner with your guidance. But at the end of the day, all of our teenagers have to make a decision to be successful, to follow what you have put in them, to make the right choices. And all we're saying is we just want to help. We just want to help you in that. Can I get a couple snaps right there? All right. Creativity. It's one of my favorite things. We want you to be inspired by creativity. We don't like to do things normal. And honestly, even though we've been planning for 3 years, this school has endured so much hardship to just even get open. One of our main things that we have faced is how to be creative in the face of adversity. Let me ask you something. Have you ever thought about what you could do to be a creative success in your life? Have you ever thought about a way to navigate a problem using creativity? Well, if everybody looks at their phone, this is a creative solution. Somebody had a problem, and somebody came up with a solution. Now, the question is, in the room, who is creating the solutions for not just yourselves, but for your families and for your society, our economy? That's where our creativity is going to live. And of course, creativity is for you too. We want you to enjoy yourself. My biggest thing is I want you to have fun. You are in the prime of your life. Every teenager here, school should be fun. And unfortunately, what I'm doing right now is not the funnest, but we want you to experience the fun that only you can experience through your creativity. Next, a big core value for us is problem solving. Have you all ever seen those competitions where a young child is solving a Rubik's Cube in like a matter of seconds? I just think that's so fascinating. And I see all Aim High students, problems being put before you, and you're solving them on the spot. I want you to think like that. We want you to be self-aware. We want you to understand how you're feeling. We want you to be able to be in tune with your emotions. We don't want you to discard them, but we want you to have the tools to know how to handle yourselves in difficult situations. Next is we want you to imagine. Imagine. I can imagine myself right now on the beach somewhere in Tahiti. Can I get a snap there? Anybody want to come with me to the Maldives? All right, let's leave our imagination. But seriously, we want you to enjoy yourself and imagine yourself in the future and imagine your now. You can create in your mind what you want to be, how you want to be, how you want to live. Now is your now. And then we also have a core value of creative discipline. Now, most of the folks that have been before you already I will tell you about who's who in the room, which you'll find out in a few. Many of us have gone through a creative arts program. How many athletes we have in the room? Students, adults, any athletes in the room? Okay, how many artists are in the room? Really, it should be a lot more hands than that. Okay, I see an adult that's an artist. Would you mind sharing your art form? Is that Miss Stephanie? Or is that Claudia? Yes, you. Mhm. Okay. Can I ask you one question? Is it easy? Would you say you spend a couple hours getting it done to be the best? It's your life. It's your life. So whatever you're excited about, and Pat, thank you so much. Let's give her a hand. I'm sorry. Thank you for being willing to share your art form. The creative discipline that is going to take you all to be at the top of your performance is going to require your blood, sweat, and tears. I'm going to be honest with you on that. As a person that went to school for theater, I graduated with a theater degree. I spent my entire life in the theater during those 4 years of college. Literally, building sets, making costumes, acting on stage, understanding all the different fundamentals. And it gave me the skills to do what I'm doing now, right? So even though your creative discipline, you might not necessarily do every element of it, it's going to give you the tools necessary. And then finally, but most importantly, is your character. Character will keep you in places where compromise is present. I'm going to say that again. Your character is going to keep you in places where compromise is present. This is going to be very important. Everybody heard about the Diddy trials, right? Okay, it's an example of character. You can be at the top of your career, have billions of dollars, and your character can still be called into question. And that's why we want you to make wise decisions and have character mindsets. All right, that's all I'm going to say. I am very, very, very thrilled to meet each of you, to experience your creative genius. And I just want to say again, welcome to AIM High. Thank you.
All right. I like the snap thing. Snap, snap. Okay, the next slide. Okay, so we are going to get into a little creative icebreaker. But before I get into that, so just start to get yourself ready because we're all going to participate, okay? But before I get into that, who has ever played Candyland? Okay, a few of us. So if you see today, the theme is Candyland, right? For those of you who have not played it, the object of the game is you're supposed to go on this colorful little road until you get to this magical place, right? And what I see is that road is the journey of life. So we try to incorporate that because, we're a creative school, but also everyone in this room is on a journey, right, to achieve something, to graduate high school, go on to college, open up their own business, something. And everyone in this room is going to help you achieve that. If it's your parents, yourself, your peers, your friends, we're all in this together to help you achieve that journey. So I am a social worker therapist by trade. I've been in the fields for about 13 years, but in education for the last 11 years. And I fell in love with just the arts and expression and being able to express yourself through therapy and, having a way to be grounded. So I am the enrollment and wellness coordinator with the school. And I really just believe that it starts in your mind. So we all have to be able to be grounded, to be well mentally so that we can achieve our goals, right? All right, snaps. Okay. Okay, so with the icebreaker, we're just gonna do something a little fun with our last names, right? So you all got to meet us, so now we're gonna meet you. So you're just gonna say your name, and using your last name, you're going to say something that you will bring with you for the first day of school. Start thinking, right? And then, it's hard, right? And make it fun. So we're gonna start like in the back and make our way down like a S. All right, but yes, and we're gonna go fast, so it doesn't have to be long, drawn out, just one thing using your last name. But before you say it, say your answer, you're gonna introduce yourself. So I would say, my name is Zakia Brown, and on the first day of school, I am going to bring books. That wasn't that fun, right? But okay. So we're going to start on this side. Yes. All right. And then let's all listen. All right, yes. Snaps. Determination? Okay. All right. Next.
I'm Madison Lynn. I'm Miss Norma Brown's niece, so I bring in love and support for her.
Love it. Will. Will. There you go. Yes. All right. Faith? Okay, great. Snaps. Next. Parents also? Okay. Okay. For the sake of time, you could do it as a family. All right. So then next.
My name is Deandra Brown. My daughter isn't here. She had volleyball, but I'll be bringing her and out of the bathroom.
Okay, snaps. Next. Could be a family effort. Pencils? All right, yes, snaps.
My name is Haley Patrick, and I guess I would be being patient.
Patient, all right, yes, we need patience. All right, this side, then we're gonna make our way back down.
My name is Jen James. We're here with Bonnie, and she's going to bring her brilliance.
Oh, brilliance, yes, love it. All right, that was a group effort. Next.
My name is Dorothy Folsom. I'm Jesse, and I bring mom, and I will be bringing food.
Food, okay, yes, we love to eat. Okay, yes. Lunch, okay, all right, we hungry. Next. Okay, love it. Writing sense, okay. Okay, yeah. Okay. 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 Okay, yes, love it. Yep. All right. Love it. Next. It's a group? What was it? Okay, okay, all right. All right. Guidance, okay. Okay. Yes. Right here in the middle. Okay. 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 Right here.
Can y'all please stop looking at me?
Okay.
I'm Amaya Jefferson, and I'll be bringing my phone.
Your phone? Okay.
I'm Haley Jefferson, and I will be bringing notebooks.
Okay.
My name is Claudia Rogers. I'm Marie's grandma, and I will bring resilience.
Okay. Nice. Look good.
I'm Amory Banks, and I'll be bringing brilliance.
Brilliance. Yes.
I'm Claudia Banks, Amory's mom, and I'll be bringing balance.
Balance. Okay. Love
I'm
it.
Kiera Primes. I am Corey's doe mama, and I'm coming with some passion.
Okay.
I'm Corey Doe, and I bring discipline.
Okay. Nice.
I'm Jaden Bostic, and I'm going to be bringing bravery.
Okay. Yes.
I'm Caden Capers, and I will be bringing creativity.
Creativity. Yes.
I'm Caden's mom, Destre Capers, and he will have a computer.
Okay. Yes. Oh, okay. Skip on.
I'm Tristan Johnston, and I'll be bringing joy.
Joy. Okay.
As a family.
Okay.
My name is Alyssa Davis, and I'll be bringing dedication.
Okay. Nice.
My name is Brittany Ballarby. I'm Melissa's mom, and I'll be bringing boldness.
Okay. Nice.
I'm Amani, and I'll be bringing a winning attitude.
Okay. Yes.
My name is Theodis Washington. I'll be bringing a wealth of knowledge.
Okay. Nice.
I'm Nicole. This is Abby and Ruthie. We are the Keaches, and we're going to bring Klondike bars because it's hot.
Okay. I like that. What would you do?
I'm Latasha. I'm Robert's mom, and he'll be bringing greatness.
Okay. Yes.
I'm Tonette Tony's mom, and she'll be bringing tenacity.
Okay. Yes. Big word.
I'm Jerry Salmon. I'm Tyler Salmon's mom, and I will be bringing self-awareness and strength.
Okay, yes.
I'm Tyler Salmon, and I'll be I'm going to be bringing style.
Okay, yes.
I'm Amaya Cullum, and I will be bringing talent, creativity, and positive.
Okay, yes.
I'm Griselle Weisbecker, and I'll be bringing willfulness.
Awesome. We're not finished.
I am Wilson Villarreal, and I'll be bringing value.
Value. Okay, nice.
I'm Amaya Villarreal. I'll be bringing variety.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much for everyone for participating. So just remember, right, when you are on that journey, walking, remember what you are bringing with you. You may fall off, you may have to go back, but just remember the end goal, and that is that magical place. All right? All right. So next, we will be watching a little video. We will be having a special presentation, so sit back and enjoy.
Fried thighs are coming.
Oh, well, thank you, Sonia. You got to eat good. You want to be out here in these modern-day cotton fields.
I hear you. It might have been easier down home than up here. Hal Drucker got shot walking to his car last night. What? Just walking. Now he's dead as a doornail.
Wait, that's the man that wear the red suit all the time?
Mm-hmm. You looking good, Miss Robin?
Mm-hmm. Got them boys chasing our ass double time.
Whatever.
I'll go get your food.
All right.
Hey, how you doing? Good. Meet my friend and gifted attorney, Laura Baker. Laura, this is Mrs. Saffron Hosea. Her son Jamil is serving time for grand larceny.
Mrs. Hosea, thank you so much for the opportunity. I've just been talking to Grace about how there's such a lack of affordable legal counsel within this community. And I really think that I can help fill that void.
That sounds nice.
I wish you decided to play white savior back when you actually had influence. I only took this meeting because I wanted to look the former DA in the eye and tell you how you ruined my Jamil's life.
I'm sorry, I'm not following.
It was one of your former ADAs, specifically, who pushed to have him sentenced. A first-time offender to a decade in prison.
I understand your pain. The truth is, there were a plethora of cases during my time, and I couldn't oversee every single one of them.
Jamil's case might have been just another file on your desk, but he is my son. So I would never hire you. And good luck finding anyone in this community that would dare trust you with a 10-foot pole. Welcome to the neighborhood. You're using again, aren't you?
Yeah. You know, rehab didn't work. I mean, you know, people just keeps coming in and out, going back and forth. They come in, they go out, they come in.
Your doctor at the hospital told me the same thing. Have you thought about methadone? He said it might work.
Just get addicted, like trade one for the other one.
I asked around, and there's a good clinic in Knoxville. It's worth a shot, Dr. Phoenix.
I'm not a doctor anymore.
Well, I don't care what you are. I just don't want you dead. Can't you at least try it?
If you are great, then you are a great servant. But your wickedness has afflicted your heart. Compassion is dead. The end of the world is upon us. Get ready, brothers and sisters. If you are great, then you are a great servant.
Baby.
Oh, sorry, ma'am. I didn't order more.
Name is Sonia, and I can look at you and tell you got a good appetite. It's on the house.
Look at. All right. Let's give it an, oh gosh. All right. So not only are we a school of dream makers, students that are performing artists, our very own teachers are performing artists. That was our very own teacher, Miss Fry, who is a leading actress. Let's give it up for her. Yes. So this one day can be you. We are looking forward to seeing each and every one of you on the big screen one day. All right, in various of your arts forms. And now I'm introducing Miss Rayana Briggs, actress also. Yes.
How are y'all doing? Are we enjoying ourselves? Awesome, awesome. Well, I am here to introduce the day in the life of being a student here with Aim High. So, just one moment. Alrighty. So for every Tuesday and Thursday, students will have live sessions with their teachers every Tuesday and Thursday. Where are my dancers? Any dancers? Oh, okay, I see you. Awesome, awesome. So for our dance arts majors, your day is on Monday 8:30 a.m. to 3 p.m. And you will be receiving training from Southeastern Ballet Company. Her name is Hillary Krieger Toth, so you're really excited to learn various of dance forms and to be prepared for the dance industry. Does that sound exciting? Awesome, awesome, awesome. Now, where are our recording arts majors? Any artists, any producers, any musicians? Okay, I see that. Any rappers? Awesome, awesome. Well, our recording arts majors, your day is on Thursday, 8:30 a.m. to 3 p.m., and you will be receiving training from Visions Academy of the Arts. Now, where are our future entrepreneurs? I saw some hands earlier, with some innovative ideas. Yeah, give it up for yourselves. Awesome, awesome. Your day will be Wednesday, 8:30 a.m. to 3 p.m., where you will be with Miss Norma Lynn Brown. Absolutely. Now, our film and media arts. Anyone interested in media, social media, TV, absolutely awesome. Your day is on Monday, 8:30 a.m. to 3 p.m., where you will be with Out Barnes with Dr. Brandon Glover. Everyone say, hey, Dr. Glover. Is he in the room? He's behind the camera. There he is. So you see what he's doing? That can be you next. Dr. Glover, could you come up for us to introduce yourself? Let's give it up for Dr. Glover, everyone.
Hello. How is everyone today? I am Dr. Glover. I am a professor at the University of South Carolina in the School of Visual Arts and Design. And we will be partnering up with AIM High. You guys will come see me. You will get real life experience working on sets, various projects. So all the fun stuff will be done with us. As you can see, it is Out the Barnes Entertainment, but it is a collaboration of a lot of different small production teams that is in here. So everybody that's in here will be a part of that. We will be studying film. We would do social media management. We would basically anything you can think digital media, that will be our responsibility. So I'm looking forward to working with you guys. How many people in here are inspiring filmmakers, just by showing hands? Filmmakers? Anybody interested specifically in film? What about just digital media in general? Just social media, online media? Cool. All right, well, we're going to have a good time, and I see some of my church members here as well that signed up, so y'all welcome. Bible Way Church of Atlas Road in the house. But I love you guys. I know you're like, how you love us? You just met us, because that's what we do. We love on each other, but we also learn, so that's what we go do without the Barnes Entertainment.
Thank you so much, Dr. Glover. Now, where are our thespians, theater arts? I'm the only thespian? Oh, okay, I see you. So your day will be on Wednesday. So we have a partner with Trustis Theater, and I actually am an actress. I am a theater, TV, and film actress myself, and I am an emeritus company member. So at Trustis Theater, and as a representative today, you will learn hands-on training with technical theater, house management, box office management, and you can be an actress like Miss Fry and myself. So I have a lot in store for you with Trustis Theater. And we also have our partnership here with Midlands Technical College for our dual enrollment, and that day is based on scheduling and acceptance. Are y'all excited? Awesome.
Okay, thank you so much, Miss Rayanna Briggs. So I'm sure you have a lot of questions. We're gonna give you a taste. Remember, today is a taste of AIM High. However, we're gonna do a parking lot style. Right now, coming down your aisle are sticky notes and pens. If you have any questions that have come up, we're gonna continue to go through it. We're gonna now get ready to, shift gears. We're getting ready to shift gears where we're gonna have the students go into a breakout session, and we are going to have the parents stay so we can give the parents some important, pertinent information that you need to know. So students, we're getting ready to move around, and we're getting ready to go upstairs to room 217 and room 218. If you're an AIM High student, you can leave your things with your parents. Parents, we're gonna have a powwow down here. Students, we're getting ready to explore our art majors. We're getting ready to talk and have a quick peer circle. And we'll be back shortly, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and make that transition now. Parents, I'm sure you may have questions. There are some sticky notes coming your way, so you can write them down and we'll address them in the parent group. And all of my facilitators for the students, if you can go ahead up and meet our students in those breakout rooms. Thank you so much. DJ, hit that, please. All right. Thank you all so much. It looks like we got all of our students out of the room. So families, we are now getting ready to switch gears to kind of talk a little bit of logistics. While the students are upstairs, they're going to be doing a creative arts activity. They're going to also get to know one another. Even though we're virtual, we do want them to still have a social, experience as well with one another and get to know one another. So we're going to have some ambassadors. First of all, I didn't get a chance to shout out our ambassadors. Are there any ambassadors in the room? AIM High ambassadors, they must be out in the hallway helping out. But I just want you to know we have a lot of people that have volunteered to help AIM High, and they're our ambassadors, and we just want to thank them. Right now, we're getting ready to pass the mic, and I'm going to do a big introduction to our board chair, Dr. Sherry Rivers. Let's give it up for her, please. Yes. Dr. Sherry Rivers is a part of the founding team. She is one of the founders of the school, and I'm going to ask her to come up and just say hello and give a quick little intro, okay?
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. No, we can do better than that. Good afternoon, everyone. That's better. Are y'all as excited as we are? I tell you, I was in education for 38 years. I did a lot of exciting things because my background is career and technical education, which is exciting in itself. But believe me when I say I have never done anything as exciting as AIM High. So that makes me so excited and just really looking forward to being the board chair for this awesome school. We've had challenges along the way, but what I told Principal Greer is that when you have challenges, that means that great things are in store. It is going to be extraordinary. So yeah, let's give a round of applause for being here. This is one of the most difficult things that I've ever done. If you can imagine starting a school from the ground up, it is very difficult. And so, that goes along with other challenges. So that just tells me again, because of all the hard work that we've put in, the reward of our work is already being manifested. Just seeing you all here as parents, seeing our students that are going to be really the beneficiaries of AIM High just makes me really excited and makes me so, so proud. And I have to say, Principal Greer is just awesome. If you don't know that already, she is really amazing. So let's give her a big round of applause. She's such a visionary, very creative. And so we're just thankful that she has the opportunity to combine two of her passions, which is theater and education, into the school, which is AIM High. So again, welcome to the AIM High family. We look forward to working with all of you, and we hope that you'll continue to enjoy the orientation.
Thank you so much, Dr. Rivers. All right, how many of us love giveaways? All right. Now, this one is going to require you might have to come down, okay? I know. Look at that. The applause went down some. But there are some parents that have helped us spread the word about AIM High. And I first want to start off by saying thank you all for believing in this mission and vision. It's not easy, right, to make a decision to come to a school, and you're like, okay, now where is it going to be? I get all the questions. Now, what's going to happen? Now, what time? But listen, we are here to partner with you on this journey. But we want to give a special shout out. So whenever I say shout out, usually we all going to respond back and we're going to say shout out. Let's try that, okay? I want to give a shout out to Miss Dorothy Fulson, also known as DJ. Can you come down, please, Miss DJ? Now, how many of you all have heard about the school from DJ? They're not here. They all left. They're all in another room, or they're watching online. Miss Fulson was instrumental in bringing not one, not two, not three, but 6 families to AIM High. So we wanted to thank you so much for spreading the word. And she told me something that was so fascinating. She said she would post on her Facebook, listen, families, she said, I know when it's something good. She posted it on Facebook and said, meet me at this location. I'm going to have on this colored top, and I'm going to give you the information about the school. And those families followed and signed up. And so we just want to thank you for that. Thank you, Ms. Fulson. Okay, now I want to shout out Miss Brown. Oh, yeah, thank you. I want to shout out Miss Leandra Brown. Can you come down, please? Miss Leandra Brown and her daughter, Jay Leah, were the first AIM High students to ever apply to the school. The first. And we wanted to give you and your daughter, our student now, a special token of appreciation. Thank you. Thank you for believing in us. Okay, we got more coming, but we're going to get into the good stuff now, okay? So I'm going to ask Dr. Rivers to come up and stand with me so I don't feel by myself. We're passing out a special letter to the families. Our ambassadors are, actually, I want to invite our ambassadors up to just come up and say hi. Hello, just a wave. You don't have to say hi. We want to thank them both. Come on this side for me, please. We're going to go ahead and give each family a new form just so we can walk through some important things that you need to know. So you should have, let me see one. Yeah, thank you. Everyone should have one of these packets. It's a welcome letter on the front. And if not, please raise your hand because they're kind of going around and we want to make sure you can add it to your folder. Looks like this section over here and some in the back. So on the welcome letter, we have just a little note from me. And I just wanted to say again, thank you all for believing in the mission and the vision. And we're going to do this together. One thing I want to say about startups. Startup schools require a lot of patience, flexibility, and support. We are a brand new school, and I know all of you all are in alignment with that because we have been in conversation a lot, many of us as families, talking about the things about AIM High. There have been, just a lot of new developments. You probably heard rumors about charter schools. You probably, all kinds of things, I'm sure. Well, I've been in education for now 20 years. I know I look like a baby, but I've been in education for 20 years. And all charter bred. I'm a charter bred educator, which is shocking because I never worked in the district. But I will say one thing I love and appreciate about charters, the reason why I stay in a charter school is because it gives the families choice. Choice around, is this the type of environment that you want for your child? Is this the kind of experience that you want? I'm not knocking districts because that's not my job. My job is to let you know that we're about school choice, okay? We're about giving families the option, try something different. Some of you all were homeschoolers, I should say. Homeschoolers, make some noise, okay, who already pulled your child out of the public school system. And when they got to become a teenager, you're like, okay, now what are we going to do now? And we're here to be that flexible support for you. The biggest word to describe us is flexibility, okay? We try to do everything we can to work together, especially as you all are now founders. You're the founding group of families, that really back this mission. So the first thing I want to just say is that we are going to appreciate and thank you in advance for all of your patience. As you can see, we're a small team, but I said it earlier, we're small, but we're mighty. But if there's anything that you need, anything that you need help with, questions this is a team effort. I really do believe in the village model, and I know our team, we believe in that. Like, we are literally in this together, because if we don't do it, then who will for our students and for our youth? But please don't just lose communication with us. That's what I would really ask. Everyone in this room has our number, and if you don't, it's getting ready to be passed out to you. And if you don't have our number, you'll have our email address. But on the first page is our address where our administrative office is. And it's at the Tyrone Burroughs Business and Entrepreneurship Center on Benedict College's campus. So it's 2601 Reed Street, okay, Columbia, South Carolina. And that information is important for you if you ever want to know where we located. That is where our administrative office is, okay? That's where we handle business, have meetings, etc. Also on that campus is where we will be hosting different events for families, for our students. Ms. Norma's going to come up in a moment and talk about our parents. We have some parent associations and things that we would love to welcome you to be a part of. But I just wanted to let you know some of the logistics here. Please, please do not lose communication with us. That's my ask. Let's be in this together. If there are concerns or questions that you have, some of you all have already done that. I love that because it keeps us on the same page about what's happening. It just helps us. If there's any concerns, I'd rather you address it and we talk about it. But I do believe that we have something very amazing that's going to really change the trajectory of your child's life. If you stick with it, stick with us, we're going to make this an amazing experience. All righty, next up, on the second page, we have a virtual checklist. So as I stated earlier, this is just a taste of Aim High. So our first day is Monday, the 18th. We are going to have an Aim High assembly. Okay, it's virtual. It's going to be via Zoom. At this assembly, everyone's going to receive an email. Today, our students are going to receive their student emails, their student laptops, devices, etc. But we are going to walk them through how to log on, how to do everything that they need to do. But this is just a checklist for families of things that they might need to be virtual. Like, for example, they are going to need to have a device ready. So we are giving everyone a device. They are going to need to make sure it's charged and plugged in, that the internet is set up, that the headphones are ready if they need headphones, that kind of thing. So we want you to just be prepared for that. We do have a login account. We're using Gmail accounts for our students. Okay, so they will have a student.letsaimhigh.org email account. And after we finish with this session, and then we have one more session, our tech coordinator is going to come up and just kind of explain how to log in and do all that. So we're going to give them the devices so they can open it up and do it in real time with us. And then we're inviting everyone, all of our students, to join our morning session. We're asking them to join at 10 a.m. Again, the email and the Zoom link will be shared with them to their email parents. We are also going to send it to you as well, just to make sure, because I know some families are like, I want to make sure they got on. I want to make sure that they're on. So when they come, we're going to be doing a whole large school assembly just to make sure that they have everything they need for each class. Now, if you flip the page, we do ask that they attend all the live classes, okay? As you heard Brianna share earlier, live sessions are only on Tuesdays and Thursdays for semester 1. What that means is that they will follow the bell schedule. The bell schedule should have been already given to you in your folder. And we passed the other folders out? Yeah, let's go ahead and pass those out because I know that they're probably going to want those. We have classes from 8:30, academic classes from 8:30 until 1:30, okay? So they will be virtual on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 8:30 until 1:30. All right. Then Monday, Wednesday, and Friday are their asynchronous days. Those are the days that they can work at whatever pace they need to work at, okay? Again, parents, we're going to give you a guide to follow the bell schedule, keeping them on a system. I think it's very important for them to have a system and a structure. However, if you're going to go to Tahiti and the Maldives, just know that they can access their work and things of that nature. It is a self-paced model. So they're not waiting for the rest of the class or the rest of the school to catch up. They're working at their own pace, okay? We give them some virtual, we're gonna teach our students how to have virtual etiquette and things like that. And there's also some information for some support, tech support emails, the school email. I was right, it's on here, the last page. You can call at any point, 803-814-4187. You can email info@letsaimhigh.org if you have any questions or needs. Also, Mrs. Zakia Brown, who you met, is a licensed social worker. She also is our wellness coordinator. So we do recognize that there might be some other needs that our teens might experience. You know, they are dealing with all kinds of things. You have the support team here. Okay? I'm going to now pass the mic. You want to pass or you want me to keep going? Okay. Now, everyone should have received a brand new folder. Excellent. In that folder, I'm going to walk through the in-person experience. So Rihanna just kind of gave the students a taste of what's happening. I want you to take a look at this document, which is the permission slip. It should say the activity permission slip. Does anybody need me to slow down? Everybody got it? We're good? Okay. Yes. In the back, we need another folder here. Perfect. Mr. Minigan, can we get a folder here, please? Thank you. All righty. So, as we mentioned earlier, we do have some key partners, and I want to just kind of show you exactly what's necessary. So when they do come in person,
It is called a field experience. It is not considered a course or a class. I want to make that very clear, okay? It's like going on a field trip. This is where they're going to do their arts and career development. This is their time to have social, a lot of students, a lot of parents have called me, they're worried about they're going to be home a lot. They're not going to be, actually, they're probably going to be more in person than they actually are home, depending on how many arts interests or career interests that they have, okay? So if you can see here, if your child signed up for dance, that's on Mondays. Actually, dance and film and media is on Mondays. Is Miss Bostic here? How you doing, Mr. Bostic? Okay. Mr. and Mrs. Bostic actually have a company that we are in partnership with, and the name of that is Vision Academy of the Arts. Vision Academy of the Arts is our partner for recording arts. That is taking place at the Recharge Center on Thursdays from 8:30 to 3 p.m. So any student that's in recording arts, that's vocal performance, that's musicianship, that's DJing, beat making, they're going to be learning all of that, audio engineering, on Thursdays, okay? Wednesdays is the lovely Miss Norma Lynn Brown leading the School of Entrepreneurship, and she's going to come up and talk a little bit about what they will experience in a moment. However, that's going to be taking place at our administrative office, which is listed here on Wednesdays from 8:30 to 3. Next, we talked about Dr. Brandon Glover and the Out the Barns crew and the production teams, but they will be doing film and media and digital design classes on Mondays from 8:30 to 3. And then theater, I said classes, but field experiences. Theater will be taking place at Trustis Theater, led by the executive director, Jessica Fitchter. And that will be taking place on Wednesdays from 8:30 to 3. And then finally, for all the students that signed up for dual enrollment and have applied, that's the caveat. You must have signed up with us, which we have your interest form during the application, but we sent out an email to everyone that was interested in dual enrollment that you must have applied by August 8th, but we're going to extend that deadline. You have until August 20th. If they are still interested in taking college classes, we need them to do the application ASAP, okay? So if you are interested, please see me before you leave. But if you cannot get to me, Karan Wilson, who is our scheduler, she is virtual, so you will not see her physically. However, she will be there to support you. If you want to write down this email, it's scheduling@letsaimhigh.org. And again, you can see any one of us, and we'll give you that information. So that's a little bit about our in-person experience. Now, you might be thinking, oh, thank you. Yes, thank you so much. You might be thinking, I don't remember what my child signed up for. I don't remember what I put down, okay? That's okay, because we're not starting on Monday this schedule. Everybody take a deep breath. Okay, perfect. We're starting our field experiences the week of September 15th. One, because parents, we know you got a lot on your plates. Some of you all have multiple children, getting them into school, trying to navigate different things. It's a transition. Even for us, it's a transition. So what we're going to recommend is for these next 4 weeks, we have 4 weeks before, we're going to be having special meetings based on their major and what they signed up for. And I want you to have an honest conversation with your child, too, because some of our students signed up for 3 and 4 things, okay? And I'm okay with it. But they have to be an academic scholar as well, okay? That's going to be very important. So if they did sign up for dance, film, music, all of that, they have to make time to do their academics virtually. Otherwise, they're going to be doing it at nights and on weekends, and that is not going to be too fun. So again, September 15th. The reason why we're giving you the permission slip now is because if you go ahead and sign it, this gives us the opportunity to now say, okay, this child is ready to come in person. If you still want to think about it, you're not like signing and saying they're going to definitely do Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays or anything like that. You're just signing to say, I know that they will be there. Read it, please. Make sure you understand it is a liability form. Every site has to have their own insurance. I want you to know that. So we do require a certificate of insurance, and we also have our own insurance as well, okay? If you have a question, please put it on a sticky note, okay? And just raise your hand, and ambassadors, if you could help us grab those questions, and we will definitely address them. So now, because our arts majors, our largest sign up for arts majors were film and media, with 29 students signing up for film and media. So Dr. Brandon Glover and the Out the Barnes team are gearing up for your start date. However, our largest career major was actually entrepreneurship. So the beautiful thing about our School of Entrepreneurship is that it counts this year for 2 different types of credit buckets. One is a personal finance credit as well as an elective credit. So every 9th grader that is signed up for entrepreneurship will be taking it, okay? And 10th through 12th, we kind of have a little arrangement in their schedule, which we'll pass out your schedules in a moment, okay? So I'm gonna actually bring up Mrs. Norma Lynn Brown to do a quick little overview.
Hello, hello, hello. I'm so excited. I created something for you. It says payday for your passion. I'm so excited about taking whatever the passion is of your student and to create. As I said, I taught entrepreneurship for 35 years in the public school system. However, there was so much I wasn't able to teach. Like, I remember when I was doing the camp, I do a young CEO camp. I teach kids how to start their, they didn't know how to write cursive, read contracts, just basic stuff. So I'm so excited about that field experience where we can connect with other entrepreneurs, we can connect with businesses, and even colleges. We taught to Dollamore School of Business, and Clemson just got a new one, and of course we'll be on Benedict, Tyrone Burroughs School of Entrepreneurship, and then Allen. We have so many opportunities in the community. So I'm excited about being able to take whatever your child is interested in, their passion, and turn it in to a paycheck. So if your child is in entrepreneurship, I have something for you. It has a little payday. It says it's payday for your passion. And also we're gonna have parents of young CEOs, because I always tell them they have so many opportunities, so I'm gonna need you also to be on board. But not only that, all parents, I have this QR code right here, and I need all parents to make sure you fill out the form, because we need to hear your voice. This is our first year. Clap your hand. You are the first PTO, but we don't want to call it PTO, so I need people to help with coming up with a new name. If you like leadership, we want to come together as a school, and we want to make sure that we're hearing your voice. So we want to have a strong parent association. So I'm going to leave this in the back. Make sure you get the QR code, and you actually make sure you do the QR code and the Google form so we can get your information so we can reach out to you, okay? Any questions? Or that's it. I'm just so excited to see your child at Benedict College, and we're going to do a lot with paying their way to their passion. Thank you.
Okay, another item that you have in your folder says AIM High's Special Education Program 2025-26. Okay, this may apply to you and to your son or daughter, or it may not, but just wanted to make sure that you know that this information is in your packet. So if you have a student who has either an IEP or a 504, then this is applicable. This is important information for you to read over. Just like any other public school, we provide services for students that have an IEP or a 504. And so we just wanted to make sure that this was included so that if you have any questions or if you need any information, other than what's here, then of course you know how to reach out to us. Okay. So Kristen, Ms. Greer already mentioned the field trip forms that you need to fill out. So at this time, if any parents have put questions on the sticky notes, I'm going to ask Mr. Minigan and Ms. Johnson if y'all would go around and pick those up so that we can see what some of your questions are. I know you probably have a whole bunch of questions. Some I and Ms. Brown may be able to answer, others we may not be able to answer. We may have to wait till Ms. Greer returns. So if you have any questions that you want to present to us, if you would give your sticky note to Ms. Johnson and Mr. Minigan, and then we will do our best to address your questions. Does anyone have a question or any comments that you might want to just address to the whole group at this time? Maybe something you didn't put on the sticky note. Anything that you might want to share? Okay, like I said, Norma, I'm probably going to need you. Like I said, if we can't answer the questions, then we'll make sure. Yes. Okay, two questions that we have that are similar. How can the parents track the student progress? And then another question is, how is virtual attendance tracked? The online program that we're using is called Bright Thinkers. And so Bright Thinkers is actually set up, it's a virtual curriculum, and it is actually set up where you will be able to track your students' progress within that program. Some of you may be familiar with other virtual programs, like Edgenuity is one that I know some people may be familiar with. But these virtual programs allow, of course, both the student, the parent, as well as the administrators to track the students' progress, because we know that it's very important that you know what your students are doing, you know, how far they have gone in a particular subject, or how, you know, what their progress is in a particular subject within one of the classes. So that is the way that you will be able to track, and you will be receiving information about how that is done. But that'll be through Bright Thinkers. Also, their attendance will be recorded through Bright Thinkers as well. So I hope that answered that question. Okay, the next question is, how does it work for students who want to do multiple things? For example, entrepreneurship, the dual enrollment, theater, and so forth. So if two things on those asynchronous days, or the days where they're in person, if there are two things that are offered on the same day, then I think I'm saying this correct, they will not be able to take both of them on the same day, will they, or will they alternate? Do you know, Ms. Brown? Right, so that's one that we'll put here for Principal Greer to clarify. And that's a very good question, because, you know, with all the options that we have available, some students may want more than just one, and it may be on the same day. But I think there is a way that we will be able to work it out where they will be exposed to both options that they may have. When is the deadline to change the in-person field experience? You have time. You still have time to change your in-person field experience. And so I'm sure Ms. Greer will be giving you specifics about how to do that. You will be receiving the student schedule. Once the students return, once your son or daughter returns, they will get a hand copy or hard copy of their schedule. But it's definitely not too late to change. What classes are year-long, which are semester classes? So we are on the semester schedule. So the schedule that your students receive today will be for the first semester. And then in January, or when time for the second semester, they will get a different schedule with different classes. Now, as you heard Principal Greer say, every student doesn't necessarily work at the same pace. So, you know, if a student finishes early, there may be an opportunity for them to start another class. So a student could possibly, you know, take more classes in the first semester than is necessarily on their schedule. Or if a student works at a slower pace, that doesn't necessarily mean that they would have all year to finish the course. They would receive the extra assistance that would be needed in order for them to make sure that they work at a pace where they will be able to get all of their credits by the end of the school year. Because even though it's virtual, students still need to earn their credits by the end of the school year. So after 4 years, they will have the 24 required credits. So that's one thing that we have to make sure that we monitor, because we don't want students to fall behind where they will end up being beneath or below their grade level. But we will have assistance for students that need it. So hopefully that answered the question. What is the withdrawal process from previous school? So you would actually need to go to the previous school. That's a very good question. So if you have not done so already, you do need to withdraw the student from the previous school. whether, whichever high school they were last year. They need to be withdrawn, or whatever their assigned high school is. If you had enrolled them into the high school, let's say that they're a rising ninth grader, and you had enrolled them for their assigned high school, they would need to be withdrawn because they cannot be a student at 2 different schools at the same time. So you would need to check with their assigned school. Okay. Okay, any questions so far about what I've already shared? Okay, another question. Do we provide transportation to the field experience? Yes, the parent does need to provide transportation to the field experience. Okay, our hope is in the future that we'll be able to have transportation as a part of what we offer, but currently students will need to get their own transportation. How many credit hours are students allowed to take per semester? Typically, students take, because we're on a semester schedule, typically students take four credit hours or 4 subjects, because you typically have 8 subjects per year. Now, there may be exceptions. There may be, again, some students that may take more than 4, but typically we want to do 4, at least 4 each semester. Now, if they're going to take the Midlands Tech, they do have to take at least 2 courses during the school year in order for, it's one of the requirements for the tuition to be paid by the state. So if they're going to do the dual enrollment, they will have to enroll into 2 Midlands Tech courses during the school year. But typically it would be 4 classes per semester. Volunteer opportunities, wow. We have plenty of volunteer opportunities. With it being a new school and our team is small, we have volunteers that are actually on the team. So we are open, and one way to get involved would be, like Ms. Brown was saying, I don't know if we need to pass that around for people to scan it, but this would be an awesome opportunity for you to put your information into I guess it's like a form to fill out if you are interested in volunteering. But we are very interested, and we need you to volunteer. If your time allows, just like Ms. Greer was saying, this is a team. We need parents to volunteer. It's very, very important. Yes, ma'am. That's a great idea. Mm-hmm. That's a great idea. Mm-hmm.
And even coming to the center for classes. I'm old school. I like to see kids in person, so I'm sure there's going to be some days that it would be helpful if your student could show up for class.
Yeah, that's another thing. I'm glad you mentioned that, Ms. Kenley. Our offices, as was mentioned, will be at Benedict College at the Business Development Center. And if your child needs to come to the office area, that can definitely be arranged. If your child needs to come to the office, for example, maybe for extra help, maybe they want that in-person extra help, then we can certainly offer that opportunity. So not just on those in-person field experiences, there may be opportunities for them to come to get one-on-one help in person. Again, it would have to be arranged ahead of time, but that is something that we feel is important because sometimes just totally virtual just doesn't cut it. I mean, and I'm sure y'all remember from COVID, totally virtual just doesn't cut it. So that's why we are trying to incorporate some in-person opportunities. Okay, the next question. If my child hasn't decided on her major and wants more than one, does she have time to change? And yes, the student does have time to change, especially 9th and 10th graders. Now, those that are 11th and 12th graders, you all probably already have a major. You probably pretty much decided. So usually at the end of the 10th grade year, like in the traditional school, this is when students have to actually declare their major. Dr. Grant, did you have your hand up? Oh, okay. So this is when students have to declare their major is at the end of the 10th grade. So for the 9th and 10th graders, you have a little bit more time, to make the change. But again, with the 11th and 12th graders, you want to go ahead and make that decision because the classes that you take, you want to make sure that it counts toward a major so that they can have all the experiences that they need and they can get the credit that they need. Okay? Okay. Any possible transportation or ride share program or suggestions for multiple students, and we talked about that already. The possibility of you all maybe getting together and carpooling. And then how to become a parent ambassador, and then Ms. Brown provided that, that code.
If that's something that you might be interested in, or if there's something else that you might be interested in, would you add that to the bottom of the form where it says any comments, okay?
For transportation also, I've started looking into the city bus system, and I know that in some circumstances it can be free for students with ID, but this is way down the road yet. I haven't pursued it enough to know whether we qualify or what the hoops we would have to go through to do that.
That's a good point, and that is something that we need to check into. So if one of y'all can sort of keep that in mind, because there are already local districts that have made announcements, and even previously made announcements that students can ride the Comet or the city bus free of charge. Just have to have the ID. So that is definitely something that we can check into. Okay, so I know Richland 1 did, and so Lexington 2 just announced that they can ride free as well. Okay, and that's, if y'all could make a note for us to check on that for Midlands Tech as well, because that would definitely be helpful if transportation could be provided for Midlands Tech. Vanessa, we have a question back here. And then another question was, when is the activity permission form due? Ms. Greer said that that needs to be filled out today, I think. Which one? The activity permission request form? The activity permission form, did she indicate that that needed to be today to go to the sites? Seems like she said that needed to be filled out today.
I was just going to ask for the you said free transportation on public transportation with the ID. Are they getting IDs?
That's a good question, and that is something that yes, they will be getting IDs. Okay. Yeah, they will be getting IDs.
I've taken it on myself to try to look into it, and I've also kept Principal Greer, given her the information that I have. So we will be looking into it, but I don't want you going out of here thinking they're going to get a ride next week. So let us follow up on that.
And what we probably will have to do too is to see where the students. What's the word I'm looking for? Where their zone high school is. So if their zone high school is in an area where they are able to ride the bus free, I'm sure it's something that we would have to have, but I'm sure that we can make that happen. Okay, another question, testing. Any help navigating students for PSAT, SAT, and ACT? And the answer to that is yes. This is already on our calendar. It's on our school calendar. So we will have resources and help that's available. Just think of any resources that are at a traditional high school. Even though we're smaller and even though we're virtual, we have to provide resources for the students at Aim High as well, because we want to make sure that they have an equal opportunity. We don't want them to have anything that's less than what they would have at their feeder school. So if they have resources to help them with the standardized testing, then we need to provide the same resources for the students in order for them to be successful, because we want to make sure they're successful no matter which school they attend. So for any type of testing, students will be receiving resources for those specific areas, the math, the ELA. They will be getting those specific resources through their content area teachers. And then for like the SAT, the ASVAB, and so forth, they will be aware of those tests and resources that go along with it. Okay, so very good questions. Okay, what other questions do you all have that may not have been included? Okay, I love this question. I don't really know the answer, but I love it. I love it because it comes from a spirit of that teamwork and a spirit of family and a spirit of community. So the first question is, when is homecoming? Or will there be homecoming? Will there be a prom? And also PTO, which Ms. Brown talked to you about earlier. So the homecoming and the prom, my hope would be that we would have both. And knowing Principal Greer, we will definitely have both. Because y'all don't really know her well yet, but you just have seen a little bit. She is so innovative, very energetic. I'm like, Principal Greer, can you please slow down just a little? Slow down just a little. But knowing her, she probably has it already going through her mind, when the prom is going to be, where it will be located. But definitely things that we want to include, because we are a school. And so these are things that students look forward to. So we don't want them to miss any opportunity that would cut or that would minimize their experience as a high school student. Okay, someone left their keys. I'm not sure where they were left. A Toyota has a Toyota fob. Okay, what other questions?
So if a student wants to be in sports, how would that work? Would they be doing that with the high school they're supposed to be going to, or who do we need to talk to about that?
Okay, if your son or daughter wants to participate in sports, and not just sports, but activities, if there are other after-school activities, it may be a club that they want to participate in, they can participate at their zone high school. And so what you would need to do is to get that information to Ms. Greer, because we have to actually, there's a form that we have to actually provide to the feeder school or to the zone school so that we can have that agreement, and that form would basically say that they are attending Aim High and they want to participate in sports or other activities at their feeder school. So there is a specific form for that. Mm-hmm. Okay. What other questions? That's a very good question. We want students to be as well-rounded as possible. So, if they want to do sports, we certainly encourage it. Okay. Ms. Brown, you have anything else? Y'all sure y'all don't have? Okay, so why we, okay, we have a question at the back. In the middle, we have a few.
It's okay. I'm sorry, y'all. I'll come back. Did somebody have a question?
Oh, they had their hand up for the.
Oh, okay.
I thought y'all had a
wait.
question. Y'all have
Okay.
a question or you have it?
If you have a question, just wave. Am I missing something? Okay.
Okay, we have a question from live stream. Okay, the question is, if our daughter finishes 8th grade early and turns 14 years old in January, can she start as a 9th grader at the beginning of the 2026 school year? And I think the answer to that is no. Dr. Grant, I'm going to put you on the spot to see if you know the answer to this. Dr. Grant, what you saying? Dr. Grant is a counselor at White Knoll High School. She's one of our supporters. Let's give her a round of applause. I'm sorry to put you on the spot, but Dr. Grant is one of our supporters and also one of the teachers and instructors for the Young CEO program. But Dr. Grant, the question is, if a child finishes all of their, if a child finishes 8th grade early, which I'm not sure what early would be, and they turn 14 in January, can they start 9th grade at the beginning of the 26th year, like in January?
We usually don't take 9th graders that early. They are able to take courses for high school credit. For instance, like maybe English 1 or Spanish or something of that nature. But we don't take them in the building until they're true 9th graders.
Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Grant. That was what I was thinking, but I just wanted to hear it from your standpoint. Thank you so much. We appreciate that question from our online viewers. Y'all have questions, or are you waiting for the entrepreneurship information? Okay, so. Okay, go ahead.
I'm sorry. The question that says on the form, would you be interested in a leadership role at the parent association? But how do we know what roles are available?
We're going to develop those roles as we go.
Okay. So
This is new.
Yes, please share the role you would like to fulfill.
So the leadership roles could be, you know, if you're good at organizing, for example. If you are good at team building, you know, bringing people together and helping them to work as a team. If you have good communication skills, if you're good at, you know, working behind the scenes, you know, putting things together to make sure the program goes on. So those are examples of types of leadership roles that you might want to consider.
Okay, I'm gonna pass it. I'm gonna obviously pass the mic, but if anyone wanted the QR code for the parent, like entrepreneurship, just like wave at me or something. Okay, alrighty, I'll get to y'all. Okay, wait, who had a question? I forgot. I'm sorry. Okay, just stop me.
If you scan the QR code on the parent one, that's a question I asked. Are you interested in leadership? What you're interested in helping with? So make sure you fill out that Google form, and in that way we'll know where you want to be and what you would like to do. Okay?
Hold on, I don't have the parent.
Something else that I thought about too, you know, with us being a new school, when you were asking about the leadership, you know, a lot of people have good connections. You know, you have connections to potential partners in the community. You have connections to maybe businesses that would make donations, people who would be guest speakers. So those are things that you can mention as well. Okay, next question.
So if your kids are interested in like NJROTC, I asked prior to me withdrawing my daughter from school, they said it wasn't an option.
We currently do not have ROTC.
So will they be able to go on a campus like the school that they zoned for?
Now, with ROTC, from my understanding is, or my experiences, is that's actually a class that they take during the school day. And so because it's a class during the school day, they wouldn't be able to participate because that would interfere with their classes at AIM High. So if they wanted to be in the JROTC program, we don't offer that at AIM High. They would actually have to be enrolled at their feeder school.
Okay.
Because it's during the day, not just in the afternoon. But anything that's in the afternoon, the student could participate. Okay, next question. Raise your hand if you have a question. Okay.
So when I was going to my career school, they will have like the public bus meet them at the base school. So do you think that in the future you will be coming in contract with the public school bus transportation and having the kids catch the bus from the base school to this school or something?
Unfortunately, I would say no, and I'm saying that based on my experience with a public school that had a charter school actually within the school district. Even within that school district, those students had to have their own transportation because with the public school, the funds that come from the State Department are for the students that attend that public school. It is not for students that attend charter schools. So in order for transportation to be provided in the future, this sort of goes back to what I was saying about getting partners and getting money. Y'all, it takes a lot of money. We need a lot of money because ultimately we're going to build a school so that we can have a brick and mortar school that students can attend that takes millions of dollars. So to get back to your question about the transportation, in order for us to be able to provide transportation, it takes a lot of money. We would have to be able to purchase our own bus. We would have to be able to pay our own bus driver. And so that would definitely be years down the line. It is our ultimate goal, but that would be years down the line. And that comes with lots and lots of funding that we don't necessarily get from the State Department of Education because we chose to be a charter school knowing that those funds would not be provided. So that's one of the things that you have to sort of give up being a charter school, some of those resources. She's coming.
Yeah, no problem.
Oh, good luck with that. Yeah. You're right. Yes, ma'am.
For the parents that don't mind carpooling, how would you guys collect the information from the different parents and locations, or that's something you guys will facilitate later? Because I'm okay with carpooling. I just don't know who to start with, what child, program, and location. So how would you guys arrange that?
We're going to have to figure out how to develop a community where that can be worked out. Because honestly, that would need to be worked out through the parents, not necessarily the school spearheading it. But in getting your information and knowing the different majors and the different locations where they will be attending and developing a community, then that is something that we can actually address, of course, with permission. If we said, okay, may we have your permission to share your information with another parent. So that would be the way that we would try to help spearhead it, but then turn it over to you all. Okay, Mr. Minigan is going to read the next online question.
This is actually not a question. So I was on the Comet website for the bus, catchthecometsc.gov, and it says, if you're a student of one of our partner schools listed below, you can ride the Comet fixed route service for free by showing their ID card to the bus driver. And Midlands Tech is one of the schools. Of course, the public school districts, District 1 and 2, are part of that, but Midlands Tech is one of those schools, so I guess we'll have to see how that works out.
And those that will be going to Midlands Tech, you will definitely have to have an ID as well, so that'll be something that we'll work on. Okay? Yes.
Is there any, I don't know, will there be anything where parents can kind of keep in touch? Like, I don't know, Facebook page or GroupMe or something where maybe we could do the whole carpooling thing or figure out whose student is in what program or something like that? Is that something that's might happen in the future?
That's something that we definitely would want to happen. And again, with the information. The school does have a Facebook page, but I definitely see what you're saying, like a parent Facebook page. Exactly. Mhm. So those are great ideas. So please include all of that information. These are great questions. I'm just really excited about, the things that you all are asking. Like I said before, a lot of it has to do with establishing a community, because that's so important. Anytime you are a part of a school or any organization, just that community and knowing that you belong and knowing that you are part of something important and that you can communicate and collaborate, that is so important. We cannot do this thing alone. Everybody needs to be a part of what we have in order for it to be successful. Now, the next question, I hate to say it, I don't know the answer, but I'm going to read it anyway because it's a very important question. So I put this with Principal Greer's stack. How are meals provided when the students show up in person for the hands-on training? So that is a very good question, one for which we will get her to answer. This sort of goes back to, we got to get those partners and the sponsorships. Partners and the sponsorships. Because that's another one of those resources that when you become a charter school, that's another resource that we sort of give up, is the funding for a school lunch program like they have in the traditional public school. But if we, get the partners on board, we can make sure that this is something that we do not have to worry about. And I feel confident in saying that we will be able to get some sponsorships. So if you all know individuals, if you know companies that would be willing to help, again, put that on that form so when we compile it, we can have all that information to move forward. Ms. Brown mentioned, I'm glad you mentioned that. Ms. Brown mentioned that we are a 501c3 nonprofit organization. And y'all should give us a round of applause, us. Because earning that status is no joke. It is a lot of work. Principal Greer, along with others that helped her, put hours into being able to be a 501c3 organization. And so with that in mind, that is something that we need to really utilize even when it comes to grants. Because, some grants are only given to 501c3 organizations. And so going back to the question that was asked earlier about the leadership opportunities, if you are a good grant writer, or if you know someone who is good at writing grants, we're going to need to write many grants to be able to get funding that is necessary. So I'm really glad you mentioned that because, donors who give to our school will be able to write it off on their taxes. So that's a great point. Okay, what other questions? You all have some great questions, some things that are really making us think as well. And that's what this is all about, putting all of our heads together so that our first year can be phenomenal and that we can provide an awesome opportunity for our students. Yes, we have another question back here. Okay. Okay. Oh, that would be awesome. Principal Greer, she's responding to the last question was how will meals be provided? And so we talked about that we're going to need sponsors and partners to help us with that. So Anyone else that may have that type of information, make sure you share it with us. So Principal Greer, we went through the questions. There were a couple of questions that I was not sure of the answer, including the meals. How will the meals be provided? And these were a couple others that we were not sure, I was not sure, or we were not sure.
Okay, no problem. So on the days that they do come in person, we do ask that you bring a bag lunch on those days, okay? So that's usually 1 or 2 days out of the week, they should have their own bag lunch. However, as Ms. Washington just stated, have organizations that donate and things like that, we are going to stock every site with like snacks, water bottles, things like that they can have, but we do ask that you do bring them or send them with a bag lunch on those days, okay? Of course we're gonna have homecoming and prom. I was just talking to your kids upstairs about this. Oh, and a PTO. I think, did Ms. Norma already share? Okay, good. So yes, we will have homecoming. We have a small group of seniors, okay? When I say small, we have like 3, okay? But we're still gonna do it big for them. I don't care if it was 3,000 or 3, we're gonna make it a great experience for prom. And then homecoming, we were just talking to them about not just homecoming, but they wanna go to the trampoline park this upcoming Friday. So we're gonna do that, okay? We're gonna let you all know the details. Look at the parents like, how they gonna get there? And they're coming back. I'm telling their business, and they're coming back. Hey, come on back in. But yes, we will be having those things. Our homecoming will be different. It won't be centered around a football team. It'll be centered around our arts shows and things of that nature, okay? This was another one. How does it work for students who want to do multiple things? And that's the question that I just asked the youth. I'm gonna give them a chance to come on in. DJ, hit that for me. Let me get some music. Give them a chance to. Okay. Oh yeah, we're gonna pass that out. Yeah, let's get all that out. Let me see something. Sorry, go ahead. We all going the same way. This one. You can give them this one. It's the second page, okay? All right. Well, now that our lovely, amazing students are back in the room, thank you, DJ. DJ, you want to shout out your name for us? Let's give it up for him, our 18-year-old DJ. And then I want to shout out our photographer as well. You want to say your name and what you do? And how old are you now, Mara? She's 19, so we got our 18 and 19-year-old crew. Let's give it up for them. See, we want to show our students you can have your businesses. Now they get to get, paid for this event, and it's a beautiful thing, right? All righty. So there were a couple of questions that I did answer with the students that I want to address. The first question is about uniform. We do not require a uniform, okay? Every student today receive their own Aim High shirt. On days that they come in person, with the exception of our dancers, the dress code is very lax unless they're going to an apprenticeship, okay? And that's gonna be all laid out in your handbook for the in-person experiences. But virtually, they can wear what you are okay with them wearing virtually. But when they do come in person, they must have an appropriate wear. We have a dress code, but there were questions, can I dye my hair? Yes, it's an art school. Can I wear this? But you can't wear offensive shirts and, inappropriate things on your clothing, making sure your midriff and things of that nature are appropriate. And we're gonna go through all of that when we pass out our handbook for you all so you can read up on the dress code. But we do not have a uniform, just to clarify that, okay? How is virtual attendance tracked? So this is very important, especially for the first 5 days of school. It's very, very important because it determines if you're actually receiving your attendance. And for some of you all, you've probably been getting calls from your former districts or your former schools about their attendance and things like that. So that's why in your folders we gave every parent a parent release form just to make sure that your records or your child's records have been fully released. If you've already filled that out and done it, don't worry, you don't need to do that again. You guys are good. You don't need to do that again. For new families that have not released your records, this supports us to make sure that school, we will send them an email to say, hey, this child and this parent have agreed to come to Aim High, and so they are no longer tracked for attendance. However, for us, starting on Monday, attendance is tracked every day that they log in, okay? Logging in is on page 2 of the welcome packet. Can you hold it up for me, Ms. Norma? I think that's it right there. Thank you. It starts with the welcome letter, and the way that we track attendance is they have to log into the Bright Thinker account. Now, reminder, we will be doing an Aim High assembly on Monday at 10 a.m. to show each student how to log in. So every student should log in at 10 a.m. to the Zoom link, and that will count for their attendance for that day, okay? That's for the asynchronous days. Every day they log in, it counts. Now, students, it's not just to log in and close out your laptop, okay? We will know how much time you spent on the app, okay? It's very important. I see the parents nodding, like, let us know. So I want you to make sure that you're logged in and you're doing the assignments on your async days. On your sync days, your teachers, like Ms. Kinley, Ms. Fry, and some of the other teachers we mentioned, they will be tracking your attendance because you will be coming live to the Zoom session. You will log in, join the Zoom link, and that counts as your attendance for 4 periods, okay? All the other classes, you must log in to Bright Thinker every day to get tracked for attendance. Are we good on that? When they're in person, it counts for your attendance on that day because it is a field experience day, okay? So we will reconcile it on our ends, but for example, if you're coming in person to our office for entrepreneurship, Ms. Norma Brown is going to have you complete your attendance. We'll do the attendance, and we'll reconcile it on our end, but it counts for your attendance. Great question. Thank you. All right. How many credit hours are students allowed to take per semester? I think Dr. Rivers addressed this. The minimum is 4, okay? But we are offering 7 credits on the schedule. And in a moment, every student is going to get their schedules. We're offering a minimum of 7 credits, okay? Testing. Will we provide any help for PSAT, ACT, SAT? Absolutely. On top of every student receiving a tutor, every student will have 2 tutoring sessions a week during their live sessions, okay? So 45 minutes with a live tutor. They will have that opportunity to be with their tutor. We offer tutoring for ELA and math where their greatest need is for semester 1, Okay, as we grow, we will probably have more needs and we will add more sections, but right now it's their greatest need. So it's either math or ELA. On top of test prep, for all of our students, we will be specifically the 10th graders and up. The 9th graders don't have to really yet start practicing, but we encourage it. We do offer a PSAT, ACT prep software that can support with that test prep support. 11th graders, we're going to be honing in on 11th graders because we're starting with 9, 12. 11th graders this year, we're going to be doing this program called UWorld. I don't know if anyone is ever familiar with it, but it provides them with the direct access to, this is what doctors prep with, this particular software. And it really supports them in getting their testing preparation skills. We also teach our students speed reading. Does any adult remember when we used to have to take speed reading classes? I don't know what happened to that. But I tell you, it saved my life many a times in school, speed reading. Speed reading is a skill where we teach them how to read, because those tests, especially, you don't have all the time that you think you have when you're sitting down to take those tests, right? So we want to give them more skills and support them with building up their test-taking skills. That's good? Those are all great questions. If you have more questions, it looks like we answered all these for the parents. Students had a lot of questions. We answered a lot of those questions. Right now, what we're getting ready to do, I mean, we're actually a little bit of ahead of schedule right now, which is an awesome thing. We're going to go ahead and give out school supplies. So I share with every family, we will be providing you all with a starter pack. That's what I like to call it, a starter pack of supplies, notebooks, pens, index cards, highlighters, that sort of thing. So we're gonna pass those bags out. And as we're passing out the bags, we're gonna distribute the schedules, okay? Let's listen to some live music while we do that. And again, if you have a question, please put it on a sticky note or index card and wave it in the air. Thank you. Let's hit that, DJ. Test 1, 2. All right, when we call your name, please come down and get your schedule. Students, Jordan, please come down. Amaya, please come down. Amaya Cullum. Alyssa Davis. Marcus Dennis. Here you go, Alyssa. You're welcome. Please keep in mind, if we do not have an official schedule, official transcript from you, you have a generic schedule. So if you do not have an official schedule, here you go. You're welcome. Here you go, Jordan. You're welcome. Official transcript, excuse me. You will have a 9th grade schedule. All right, Amani Dingle. Corey Doe. Javon Frazier. Ivory, you and Jesse, you want to send one at a time? Amaya Garrick. Nehemiah. Robert. Tion. Is Tion here? Let's see Tion. Nehemiah's here. Hi, sweetie. Tell me your name again. Amaya. I don't think I ever met you in person. I've been working with your mom. It's good to meet you. You're going to do great, okay? All right. Jameer Jackson. That's okay. You're at the end of the list. Give me 1 second, okay? Just stay right here. Ivory? Okay. I can't give it to you. No, but we can send it to her. Okay? No problem. Yeah. Wait. Miss Norma. Jessie Lowe. Yes, sorry, Jessie. Come on this side from me. Hannah. Jameer. I'm always gonna find it. It always finds me. It's probably another pile. Maybe. Yeah. Sorry, Jessie. I called you prematurely.
You have Jessie?
Yeah, let her bring it down. Okay, Patricia. Hi, Patricia. Nice to meet you. Is your mom here? Okay, where's she at? Hi. Good to meet you all. Okay. I got you. I'm gonna find you. DJ, you can hit it louder for us. Hannah, please come down, Hannah. All right, DeMarcus.
I'm gonna go check on
Jaden Wright. Azarel. The Jefferson sisters. Aaliyah, Amaya. Here you go, Hannah. You're welcome. Yes. Yes, sir. Huh? She knows. I'll come and speak to her, okay? Thank you. Yes, sweeties. Okay. Yes. Okay, tell me who's who. What's your mom's name? Okay. For those of you that are watching online, you will receive your transcript you will receive your schedule via email. Okay? A. Marie. Jaden Bostick. Harrison Brooker. Jalea Brown. Here you go, A. Marie. Beautiful smile. Harrison. Here you go. You're welcome. Here you go, Jaden. I love that jacket. That's yours? This. Oh, I gotta get that. I got something to show you before. Okay, definitely. Okay, Jalea. I know you're not Jalea. Kaden Capers. Janavis. Tristan. Almost just like my name. Abigail. Abby. Abby. There you go, Abby. Sorry about that, Abby. How you doing, Tristan? Nice to meet you. All righty. Hayden. I don't think Hayden's here. Namir. Brittany. Kingston. Tyler. Thank you. Oh, nice to meet you. Isaiah. Tonette. Amaya Lee. Thank you, Amaya Lee Grace. Tonette, here you go, love. What's your name? All right, all of our schedules have been distributed. Now we're getting ready to pass out the devices, okay? Take a look at your schedule. DJ, can you turn it down just for 1 second? I do want to share, an email went out today from our scheduler, programmer. If you have any questions or comments about your schedule, there is a form that you can fill out. Check your emails for that. It's from scheduling@letsaimhigh.org. Questions, comments. One note, if you're taking dual enrollment does not start till August 25th. So that class is not on the schedule, okay? I do want to clarify that class is not on the schedule. If you have any questions, concerns, please fill out the form, and then Ms. Karan Wilson will get back with you as soon as possible to review those questions or concerns, all right? Let's hit that, DJ. Thank you. I'm going to ask Ms. Brown. Who's ready? Alan, are we ready? Okay.
Are they getting their headsets as well at the same time?
Only if they pay their fee.
Okay, so somebody else is handling that.
I'll handle that.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So I'll just go over the Chromebooks
Yeah.
and let them know that we're set up on the table right outside the back door. As they come out, we'll issue them the Chromebook.
Okay,
And
let's
their
do that
username
now.
and password.
All right, Aim High families, we are coming to the close of our orientation that fast. I'm sad, but we gotta go. So first and foremost, everyone has their schedule. You have instructions. Remember, students, right now you're getting ready to get the most important information, which is how to log in and how to use your device. So I'm gonna introduce our tech coordinator and consultant, Mr. Allen. Let's give it up for him.
Hey everybody, how are y'all doing this afternoon? All right, so I've got the nitty gritty and the complicated stuff to give you. It's really not bad though, so don't overwhelm yourself with it. You're getting ready to pick up your Chromebook on your way out the door. We are set up right outside the door, so there's going to be a little line as you're going out. We're going to give you your Chromebook. I'm also going to give you a pink card. On the pink card is your student email and password. Your student email is, for the most part, for most of you, your first initial and your last name at student.letsaimhigh.org. Okay? All that's on here, but it's all in my handwriting, and my handwriting's not the greatest. So if you have any questions, just ask. Take a quick look at the card before you walk out to make sure you can understand it. Key thing about the email and the passwords. Passwords are case sensitive. So if your password's got capital letters, I noted that on your card so you can see that as you're typing that in. Our email system is a Gmail system. So what does that mean? It means you can go to www.gmail.com and type in your username at student.letsaimhigh.org and get into your email from anywhere. Okay? Big thing about the Chromebooks is you will be setting them up when you unbox them. One of the first things it's going to ask you to do is connect to your home wireless network system. So before you sit down and start setting up, make sure you've got your username and password to get on your home wireless. That should be provided by your internet provider. The second thing you need to have handy is a cell phone or phone, because once you set up, Google, for security reasons, is going to send you a code to a cell phone. And you're going to have to type that code in to finish setting up your device. Does that make sense? So make sure you have something handy when you're setting it up so you don't run into any issues and get timed out. Once you're through your Chromebook setup, you should be able to get out on the internet and attend to any websites you need to get to for school. Any questions before I go outside and set up to start handing out devices? I heard yeses, nos, yeses. Hmm? If you have a question, you can go ahead and raise your hand and answer it. Clarify. No? If you run into any trouble, send an email to tech support at Let's Aim High, and that will get to me, and I will reach back out to you. All righty? Y'all ready to have a good year? All righty, well, I'm turning it back over.
Thank you so much, Alan. Alan and Paul have been working so hard to get our devices. Now, I do want to share, as a part of Aim High, you know, we do have something special to our school virtually, and that is the MetaQuest headsets. So, we are going to be distributing the MetaQuest headsets as well. That is a part of our metaverse. However, if you have not paid your technology fee, I'm sorry, we're going to have to hold it until that fee is covered, because those devices do require setup and additional support. However, if you did pay or you have already arranged something different with the administrative team, don't worry, we will have a follow-up. Please see me directly after. But I do want to let you know, for the Metaverse headsets, it is going to require a couple of setup steps that we are not going to do here today. We're going to be doing it while students are in the live sync sessions, okay? So it's a learning by doing experience when you put on those headsets. How many of us have ever used the MetaQuest headsets before? Okay, and I know someone already bought their own tonight, okay? Yeah, Robert brought his, don't say your name, sorry. He already got his. Some of you may already have yours. But there are things that we have to download and make sure that you have apps to actually navigate our Aim High Metaverse, okay? If you haven't already seen the video about the Aim High Metaverse, let's just take a quick look at what our students will be doing. And this is how you can also access our online program. Uh-oh, we have no sound.
Creativity and community. Students and teachers can enter their virtual classrooms from either their MetaQuest VR headsets. Welcome to the Aim High Metaverse, where virtual learning meets connection, creativity, and community. Students and teachers can enter their virtual classrooms from either their MetaQuest VR headsets or their Windows laptop. Inside the Metaverse, they appear as avatars in beautiful, immersive environments, ready to collaborate, share ideas, and feel like they're truly together. Small groups and breakout rooms feel natural. Students hear only the voices around them, blocking out the sound happening in other rooms, just like in real life. Teachers can guide entire class instruction, host small group discussions, or support students one-on-one, all while sharing their laptop screens inside their Metaverse classrooms. And when it's time to focus, students can open up their Bright Thinker curriculum, completing lessons, assignments, activities, or assessments right inside the Metaverse if they choose. Whether it's a full school assembly, a small group project, students will have an opportunity to connect. Even beyond academics, students connect through social spaces, school events, and virtual clubs, building confidence, friendship, and a sense of belonging. Students are always part of the Aim High community. This isn't just online school, it's a new way to learn, to grow, and to connect, with the flexibility of remote learning and the energy of real-life interaction. Are you ready to aim high?
So students and families, that is what the Aim High Metaverse looks like. So it is a journey that we're going to be engaging in virtually. You can use your virtual reality headsets to log into your classes. You can do it from your laptop. You can log in as your avatar. So we're going to walk you through the process of how to build your avatar. You might already have one. You might already know how to do it. So if you do know how to do it, remember what I told you upstairs. It's about proficiency. So if you're already proficient, we'll move right on to the next step. Now we're going to do things decently and in order, because I know there's a lot of needs as we get ready to head outside to the lobby. But we do want to encourage you to don't forget our photo booth. I know in a traditional school, you know, you're excited for the first day of school. We want you to be just as excited just because we're virtual. So we set up a cool photo booth out there. There's some candy and cupcakes and more snacks if you didn't get it already. But we are going to go in alphabetical order starting with Z. And I heard somebody say, come on. But there was a young lady who did amazing. There were actually 2 students who did an amazing job upstairs. And all of the students did a great job. Let me say that. They all did a wonderful job. Yay! 2 students decided that they wanted to be featured on our social media page, and they used their art form to showcase it. So we had a dancer, and I'd like to bring up Miss Alyssa Davis. Let's give it up for her. She did her own routine. Can you believe that? On the spot. Congratulations and welcome. So she's got a gift card so she can go out to eat. Okay, Mom? Take her out, please. And then next up, the entrepreneur himself, Mr. Jaden Bostic, did a riveting interview. And I just want to shout him out. We actually have 2 clothing brands in the room. We have Jaden Bostic's and Nicholas's clothing brand. Nicholas Jones, shout out to Nicholas he showed everybody, I need these 2 young men to help us design our Aim High merch. Y'all good for that? Mr. Bostic, everyone, he made that jacket. Give it up for him. Listen, we have real live entrepreneurs in the room. Shout out your business.
Oh, my business is J Spark Company. I just started off making clothes, but now I write books. I help other young people start their own businesses, so you can check me out on my website, www.jaispark.com. That's jspark.com. And let's have a great year, Aim High.
Woo! Let's go! Nicholas, you want to shout out your business? Come on down. Come on down. Mr. Bostic, please make sure your mom sends me that link so I want that exact jacket. I know anybody here probably wants to purchase some items from them. Let's support our young entrepreneurs. We're going to be having pitch competitions and events where they can showcase their businesses. We want you to help us support them and get the word out. All right, let's go, Nicholas. Let's give it up for Nicholas, y'all, please.
It's a lot of people. My name is Nicholas Jones. I'm the proud CEO and owner of Vintage World. So this is my old design. I got new designs now, but yeah, that's my logo. And then on the front,
You have a website? All right, let's give it up for Nicholas. We're going to get the link from Mom so we can shout Nicholas's business out. But kudos to you, Nicholas. You did a great job. And I know we have more entrepreneurs in the house. When you have that business that you want us to promote, we will promote it on our socials. We want you all to know that we are backing you just as much as you think we are. We are doing it even more. All right? So now I feel like we have 2 parents that they just came in the room. This is another family that was one of the first families to sign up and believe in Aim High. And I want to definitely recognize Mr. and Mrs. Brooker. If you all can come down, please. Harrison's parents. And they have been a huge support of Aim High, you all, from the very beginning. And I just want you to know how much we appreciate you all. If you want to say something, you can. No? You want to say something? Okay, no problem. Thank you all. All righty. DJ, we are getting ready to start off with our laptop distribution. But before we close, I just want to say some final words. Number one, I'm excited. Are y'all excited? Okay. 2, this is a new start. This is a fresh start. No one knows students. No one knows you yet. You get to make your own clean slate, your own reputation, who you are, how you will represent yourselves. Let's show up. Let's shine. On Monday, we're going to kick it off strong with an assembly at 10 a.m., and that is via Zoom. Remember, you will get the email. Parents, don't worry, you're going to get that email too, okay? And we will join Zoom. Your first live session is this Tuesday. Remember that. Your first live session is this Tuesday, and your second session of the week is on Thursday. Parents, information will be coming out because they want to go to the trampoline park. So we got to figure out how to bring that to them. We're going to make it happen for them, and we will be sharing that information very soon, okay? If you have any questions, I'm going to pass over the mic to Ms. Brown. She's going to be down here doing a special song and dance. No, I'm just joking. Oh, one more thing. I'm so sorry. Miss Natalia Bostic, if you can just wait for us, please, is our recording arts and dance content specialist. So she is going to be supporting dancers as well as our recording arts team and things of that nature. Finally, parents, we're in this together now. We're partners, okay? Let's see this year to be a successful year. Let's make a great year. If you have any questions, I'm going to be in the lobby. Enjoy yourselves. Let's start off with the last names of W to Z. Please meet us in the lobby. Thank you. Have a great one. Let's aim high.
Yeah. No. All of the papers that you that the parents sign, if you can pass them down the row, I will collect them. Some of them are stapled.